ono no na no owo wo nkwala no esi ama na no owo wo nkwala and then
fa
I say I told you
we say owo wo nkwala owo ho
na me ka owo na me ka no tell say
And it is actually confirmed that Agradaa'S is being sentenced to jail for 15 good years. Now, this is actually trending all over social media, and people, social media celebrities, influencers, journalists, asking the President John Dramani Mahama to give her a second chance, to grant her presidential pardon. So should this actually happen or not? Do you think the president should give her a second chance or not? Now, joining me today are two esteemed guests who are going to help us and dive into this conversation with us. We'll go for a quick break, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back from this quick break. Now we're going to introduce our guests. So we have our guest here today, looking all handsome, looking all fly.
the handsome say you look concerned, my viewers will talk to you look concerned.
Looking all fly. So you're going to give our guests the opportunity to introduce themselves. So I'm going to start from my left, my immediate left. And then the channel or spectacles, they won't say how.
I mean, I do your immediate left.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Richie. You know, I'm a footballer. I think that's what I can say for now.
Okay. And on my far left?
I'm Dance Lord MJ. You can call me MJ Cascanti.
Don't tell us that you're a dancer.
I'm a professional dancer and a theater.
Professional dancer.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so today you're going to actually dive into an interesting topic, as you all know. Now, I believe you've all heard that our almighty Agradaa'S has been sentenced to 15 years.
Evangelist.
So, yes.
Why Osofu they do the work of God? Then you they sentence Osofu. Whilst some people they fraud people. Now one day there in case men's good, they not sentence them one. My money they now. I invest for you. Somebody they do the work of God. They sentence that person. Why Ghana? Why?
Well, but
say you can't pay no more. Say my money on that fraud. Agradaa'S no do make a talk about not fraud. Agradaa'S no do fraud. Agradaa'S they do the work of God. And she's doing it very well. You can see Agradaa'S entertaining the church members. You shoot, then they dance. You see, sometimes if you know the laugh, the sickness you get, they go, why you put something for the good?
Relax.
Make that.
Okay.
You say, they talk something about laughing. No, you talk something about laughing. If you want great entertainment, that's why they give you place to go feel creative.
Exactly.
So you go there, people they no be happy. So go create happiness for them. The law is the law. You are not above the law.
So you should go create happiness for someone.
Yeah.
In someone will create happiness for them.
That's why they say if you talk well. If you do things, do them well. Make you no hurt people them feelings. Because right now today, the media and everybody, the judges they watch me.
They know they watch FK podcast.
Then they watch.
They watch.
Then they watch.
They watch.
So anything I go talk for you to
So anything you go
everything
talk,
is
people
on
be
social
careful
media,
about
so
them.
don't see it.
Yeah.
Now, you know, with this case, it goes way back.
Yes.
Way back. From where she started all this church stuff,
Yes.
started collecting money from... Oh, yes. Started collecting money from people and all that, saying that she's a fraud, she's a scam and all that. Now, wonderful. She just kept on going and going. And now, you know that she has been sentenced 15 good years. 15 good years now. And yeah, easy. Sorry. And yeah, easy, sir. And people are actually saying that the president should actually grant her a pardon. So do you actually think he should do that? It's right for him to do. It's actually a good thing for him to do, considering what she has done. Do you think it's actually right to do that?
Correction. 15 years with hard labor.
Hard labor, yes.
Yes, because from my point of view, she has done a lot of things that has hurt people's feelings and people's investment. Because if you are doing something and you are marketing something to people, you are trying to convince them to buy or to what purchase what you are trying to sell. So if you are selling or you are marketing something through the church, it should be rightfully what done. Do you get it? So if you do something that is going to, how do they use this word, defrauding by false pretense. That's what she did. Because if you are frauding someone, when she, like she was frauding someone, people with false pretense, because you can't tell me you are going to give people some amount of money to invest in their trade. Okay, you said that, but what was the end result of that? People came out complaining, not one, not two. More than 10 people were complaining about what you did, and we saw that this is what you've been doing when you were Nana Agrada and you transitioned to what, evangelist Mama Pat. Per rumors and what you've heard, she's not even an evangelist.
Yes.
She just tagged herself as evangelist because she going through the school, she's just a pastor.
I would like to come in. Actually, you said something, but do you actually think we Ghanaians actually? Do you think? Excuse me to say, sometimes I feel like sometimes you don't use our heads in the.
We don't use our heads. Ghanaians don't use their heads.
Because you know this is what the person does. You people from the same church have come to complain that this, and they are the same people who go back into the church and then they come back to complain. So I mean, do you actually think they actually even had the right to come and complain in the first place?
Okay, so we are human beings, right? We make mistakes to be corrected and we change from our mistakes. So if maybe from my point of view, I feel people have targeted her for a long time, in a sense that she was a priestess, and we Ghanaians.
She was a professional priestess. You talk priestess like she did some.
She be priestess. She dey do.
Professional
She
priestess.
dey do sikagari.
Professional
Professional priestess.
Ah.
Okay, we knew her from her money doubling and stuff. So we human beings, we Ghanaians, when we visit these native doctors and something goes wrong, we feel shy to come out to talk about it. Because if maybe someone has scammed me, I can't go to a traditional media or this new media and say, oh, this person, I went to visit this shrine and this is what the person did to me, and the person has scammed me. Because you yourself, you feel shy to come out to say. People will be like, hey, it's so. So I'm taking myself as an example. I visited her and I went for money doubling. Maybe I sent 20,000, I wanted maybe 1 billion, and maybe she did what people were saying she has been doing. She will just take the money, make sure her bodyguards beat you up and just throw you out. And maybe I feel shy to do that. Maybe I've campaigned for that, for her to be arrested. And now I heard that she has transitioned to what? An evangelist. For me to get hard evidence again.
But
Yes.
you dey talk plenty. You come to me.
For me to get hard evidence to fight against her, I know the church is the right place.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let me go to him. Do you actually think the president should actually
Yes,
listen
the
to the
president
people?
should pardon Evangelist Tupac.
Why do you say so?
Because say the Bible always talks say don't touch my anointed or something like that to make my prophets no harm.
But let me ask you. Let me ask you
Let me
something.
finish. You ask me a question. I need to talk. Okay, please. I respect you. Otherwise,
Okay.
you booked me and you are paying me huge money for it.
Please continue.
So I talk sense to my viewers.
Please continue.
I take you like $2,000. I took it. So let them know that please I'm coming to talk sense.
Okay.
And what my brother said, oh, it's bogus. The reason why I'm saying it's bogus is that we don't touch my prophet and we don't make my prophet any harm. And we don't know the covenants Agrada has. Yeah, we'll be friend and amen. No, be in Jinaho. So what I say. Because these pastors we they see around, some people they tag them as fake, blah 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 blah. You don't know the covenant that pastor has with God. So if you watch physical things, you do sense of way no one say or some or did attempt. They are not going to one also. But you don't know it. Obi sa no nya de won kasa entian. But we, I think so many I don't know how Agrada and God will surely judge everyone. Agrada is not a fraudster or something. She was doing cigar carry those days. Ghanaian, we were complaining. So what I say, we were not comfortable with her actions. So she said that, and then for court, we know they talk since for court too. Court is evident, you can for court. So she saw that My fellow pastors, they are selling anointing oil. They talk of anointing oil. Yes, so below, I'll be phone kun then things. Which one discount past this thing? Now, me say I don't know then they are the mark. Yes, you have a mark. Then they sell all those things for church. Before you go meet pastor, you go pay consultation like I know some pastor they take like 500 cedis, may find on normal 500 cedis. Before go who many pa and then akasa. Nice one. And then I got the say all those things no nya eyekolo. Amount for you to say you know. Into also person branding una me so called different level. So what I say, Ghanaians know they go church. So I got that just can't show money because Ghanaians they love money. So Obia will coin out the cheap customers who or say me get 1 billion, 2 billion. While your camera you go out.
You come back.
Me get 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. Bruh. Never this car will business. And then I got no mention say mobile remember I sorry for in Nascar. Bruh, bet this car go to business. If you go church, it be every day the pastor the prophesy give everybody for the church inside. You know, sometimes if you go church, they Obama go today news and they must often share and come. And then the papa kasa. Say maybe they be all papa yes on goes and they but wa call in term no go send na do benya. Obi a we room sisi na masa. Na go sa come and I say no so we go on catch them. So what I say. You I think what she did, maybe she didn't do it well. She didn't, because I don't check you just give money for them. Maybe I got that in that aspect, maybe she wasn't smart. So what I say, maybe all this kind of channel mobile, like if you go off air, maybe if you not stream live or if you not make that, see whatever you go do for them. Because you complain that she was doing Sika Gary. You mama yet time Agrada went to court. I was once at the court. People were complaining. And I was bunya team Sika. And I was say also be say mama wanya evidence when I walk or the court. But there were and I say maybe and I'm so will be actually nkwa. What could the loan? This all the court times 2. If you ask him her. Bet kwabucha bet yet me do so misa. Lotto ucha yet me do so misa. Lottery Agrada is not lottery but on way hunka. You know, be Sika and Arabia, and also can say if you spiritual lottery, lottery, I bet to my fat, I bet to men fat, because when you will be our call a farmer, you can remember for now, or my evidence, or call a farmer. So what I say to work on a farmer, must have baby fair, must have obiati in your pill. Mama supporting a guy because for any Juma, a cow and a nasi jar, almost pen quadrate, more than you have sense, I won't say 15 years. 15 years, someone who goes for them on one of the best are chrome.
Na train yo. Us evangelist no why na ordain no.
I think say minimum so for mienu bibi uchi and our prophet computer man. So for mienu ordain na Agrada. The reason why a Ghanaian pastors in Bebrena Ankon said the woman she's loud on social media and Agrada kita so for keys. Oh Ghana, okay, secret. I don't want to say something. I'm not for Bebrena encounter that. Mama part original so. Despite what I said, no, now if you see Mama part, Mama she grow, but what she's skinny. Miko we just one, Monoko Unya Agrada. Because you see Jimmy, so if you find gentleman, so what I say. So yeah, Muka say Mama empire now. Then we get people them do things. Agrada young who's of the to be minimum and no channel you say, Mama, why you born? Why not your bonnet? So what I say. Why bonnet? Scabby number chinchim is a Japanese and a model ball mine. We did. More than a person, Mammy was on the son of a baby or baby yet, or no, she's son yet a balls again, or a baby yet or yet. For go now, is it? What is our use of our beauty like Moon chinchim is said, what is the CBB? And I said, come be no like or I was in the Jimmy and I did 40 with the dancing for. And I say this. So what I say?
From what you are saying, no, even prison crank, as I said in the combo.
Yeah, you tax money, there's also the cocaine and a magazine, they didn't Jimmy. What tax money, they go feeding Mama part. More tax money, and they go feeding. It's one and then we'll do one and I'm watching you, and then shoot and kill her.
That's a business there, open business, and way was right.
If you know people that do business, you know people that do business for church.
Okay,
Listen,
let me
listen.
come in,
If you are
let him
talking
come
about
in.
the taxpayers' money, then we should release a tie.
You
Yes.
be the prison there because most society paying the one away to master.
No, you cannot. No, what you are trying to do, you are supporting criminality.
No, I know they support criminality.
No,
but maybe a robber entered the room, shot you, killed you, and that person who killed you, you are transferred the narco to in some way, maybe for life, and I are jailing for life.
I'm not going to take on the person for life.
No, jailing now, jailing. He will eat there.
Listen, every fund that comes into the country has its allocation.
So
we have funds that goes to the prison.
So who they feed them?
So you can't tell me funds that are made that are used to construct roads.
If your tax money now, so they take feed prisoners.
No.
So where did they get the money?
Listen. If you wanna tax money, we go pay till we die, right? The tax we no go pay or we go pay. We go pay. You die, somebody else will come pay. You understand? So the tax there be something dey. Where the tax then they carry some go the prison there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't tell me because of the taxpayers' money when someone is doing wrong things, we should allow them to do it.
I know
They are making the country congested.
See, Agradaa'S, what's the work there? What put into one this guy? Okay.
Yes.
Omo what into one this guy? Obebelani, I put evidence, madam. Yeah, man, 3 months. So they see come on. So anybody see because home na mo na boss no. Mama ni pa na Agradaa'S wo do pin so do 2,000 Ghana. 1,000 Ghana no be nya bi. Unya nti ebia mo be ma na ayem puntu juma bi maybe hey fiti ko boy gonna go tan ko shame. Ti go tan mu na mo ma ni hu say because home na wo no masa
Footballer,
footballer,
let me come in. Let me chip in.
Let
me chip in now.
President, you ban that's the amount of presidential party this year. I thought you come on, so we deal. I'm always doing now.
Some people's sentences doesn't deserve any pardon.
So
sentences do not deserve
Agradaa'S, she know they deserve pardon.
She know they deserve why? Because one, is she a first offender? Yes or no? I ask you. She be first offender.
No.
That this be first offense.
No.
She do something before where she go the first camp. I ask you. She do something where she go camp. I lie. It be the same issue. It be this issue now. In money doubling now we carry am go where he come.
So you
because you go fight where she come. Then we remind her where she come, right? So it means say the Lord will say this woman she dey do am where she no shut up. They give am bail. They give am bail or not?
Charlie, you know what one can do people.
They give am bail. It means say go and sin no more. But she go overdo am. When they see say the Lord dey watch you. If you dey do am, the Lord dey watch you. You go come serve am.
As they can't take am, as she go jail, you also as they remand down. If it's like she can't expose money, where the media know they accept that, right? So when she came back, did she come and show money again?
Yes,
she did. They see
she did.
From the church where?
She did.
Where?
In her house. She said 3 billion. She
that
showed
money be the all night money.
Listen. When we call those who we don't know whether the money was fake or not. You showed it on camera.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Money laundering will be
that money,
you get a money laundering case.
Agradaa'S no go never go chop fake money. That money or the check account man na me obi o kwa before so check.
That's
not the right way. You thought they make presidents pardon them. In what way?
Okay, the reason
she made a video and insulted the president, right? If you were the same person, if you were the president, would you consider that?
I will consider that.
What's your reason?
First reason, you know, say Agradaa'S, she no be small woman. She get children with, you know, make her talk to them. Some guy they watch me, know they hear English. One say Agradaa'S or like or your mommy or mama. So what I say. Until no who didn't nipa back boni yechi. Nti say I don't know man call your pregnancy test to check say the on man maybe you how them go sentence am. Mo call no Agradaa'S say who. But akwala mienu ba say be on wo fie. So what I say. O wo ho treatment or the ma oba no and as na obe sure oba no onyi won ma and me say do free man say na akwa no person obe ye maybe na wa be ya abrosa na so want to me am ye how you want him or her to become.
That's all my papa was home papa.
Oh papa when mama me papa ni obi and then
you obi wetin
kola emba obema be to be that national ba
kola no me dian What's their age?
Let me focus on the last one.
Median.
That's a no papa. That's a Osa.
Obeti Martian, Papa and Bet Martian.
Akwani masa. Papa no.
Oh, sorry, my stepmother, Papa na worry.
And yes, of
Don't know more.
It's Siama.
Sana Efren no.
Current one over
Parents, yes.
Beba. It's Siama on no I'm not all one palano. It's Siama and I'm not one palano and then
Oh, fuck.
I said I told you.
Oh yeah, they will say oh what color. Oh.
Now make up or one and make a how do you understand or one not as
Or warm saying. I know himself to another.
So you know what I talk, who doesn't know fat? I don't know what you're thinking.
Okay.
I'm all one palano.
Oh, okay, but you mean say like
Translate
translate into English, let me understand.
See, who person catch me say, Isama before he go come marry Agrada or before he go move to Agrada, only girlfriend bill baby.
Pacho.
That's not what
Our
you say.
girlfriend bill baby. See.
Okay. O say no. I say we direct. O say in
more relaxing.
I saw man so or wobi. Na so me nkala so first.
I sorry ma. But in kola me be say on put here no work out in kola ben. O say in kola. So like
Isama work in kola and then Agrada
okay, like
Agrada wo ma bia o me na say gi say ehun say chale go there onyan ko yo ba ma me ni ma the chance. Ti say ma me ni eye fi ma pa ko say we isa won no. Isama na has control over the house. What my accident now one or chicken no one and it's a different wahala the bounty mahama who said ni mama na eyebone so what I say or your bad time Ghana there yepe o asemi within 2 weeks when you so mama much you bet ni with oh mo fan check na magana ye bre sam nti mama ya fan check ne ba no sisia me fan say the young girl no to what I say maybe obi action awo no. So I want to be service a woman American. No, that's not how I was small girl with you.
Hello viewers, it's your girl Sexy Treasure. Keep watching FK Podcast. Kindly subscribe, like and share.